This is a McLaren F1 GTR from 1996 and it is the presentation car, and today we are going to take a look at why this particular casting for MiniGT is another brilliant add to your collection. You heard that right, this is an amazing add to the collection. Today we're going to dive right into this car. We're going to see why this particular McLaren is once again worth, and without further ado, we're going to dive right straight into the car. There you go, another wacky little transition, but here we have the brilliant McLaren F1 GTR, right? And this is the 1996 presentation car, like I mentioned in the start of this video. Now, for those who've been in the channel for a while, you guys remember this particular F1 GTR that we reviewed a couple of weeks, I would say, right? A couple months or weeks back. And you guys love this car. This car actually has been getting a lot of attention. And so obviously this participated in Le Mans, right? But this was a 1995 car. This is the one from 1996. Now, today's video, we're going to discuss a couple of things. First, obviously, we're going to talk about this car. We're also going to talk about the differences or the similarities between these two cars. And obviously a little bit of backstory about this, because boy oh boy, I gotta say it is very, very interesting. So now, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about the car. Now, this particular model is very, very nicely done. Right off the bat, the paint job is very nice. I really hope the light is doing some justice to it. And I think for all of you out there, the first thing that you would notice is the wheels, because this yellow 5-spoke rims, they look really nice. I think that yellow with the little light blue center wheel nut, the center wheel lock, right? Very nicely done. The color combinations is something that McLaren did very nicely. I mean, paint jobs and McLaren go very well together. So I think that's a very nice little touch they have right there. Now, you guys may be wondering, what's this? There's a T and R. Well, there's actually a G there. So it says GTR here. And there are actually two places where this, or three places, if I may, where they actually have this very weird, kind of obnoxious GTR written badging. So one's obviously here that says GTR, right? One's on the other side that says GTR right here, and obviously the 1996 GTR on the top as well. Now, before we continue, I just want to say the Goodyear tires on this, the Eagle Goodyear tires, are very nice as well. I really love how MiniGT has been putting the tire manufacturer on the tire wheel, the wall of the tire as well, and that just adds a little bit of flair to it, especially when you rotate the wheels like that. Very nicely done by MiniGT, not McLaren. I mean, both MiniGT and McLaren once again. Now, moving on to the front, obviously we've got plastic headlight templates right there. Very nice. Once again, massive fans of this. We have a front splitter right here, and we obviously have the McLaren badging right there. Now, on the left side of the vehicle, exactly the same. The wheels, once again, they spin amazingly well, and really gotta say, I love the color combination on the rims right here. In the rear, the iconic quad exhaust, the circular tail lights right there. And then obviously the very nicely done wing. Now, I do love a nice wing, and I think this wing really matches the body, especially from the side profile, right? It's not very big, it's not very small. It's a very nice shape, and obviously, and I forgot to mention this, there are 3 more GTR badgings right there, just in case, you know, you were, I don't know, flying from a helicopter and you're watching this car go, and this GTR badge was not enough. You had 3 more GTR badging in the wing right there. Just says GTR, just to let you know. You're not a peasant, you're not driving a regular F1, you're driving a F1 GTR. No, that brings to a second point of this video, a little comparison between these two. So obviously these are both McLaren F1 GTRs, both very nice, brilliant castings, brilliant releases from both MiniGT and McLaren. But as I was doing a bit of research, I actually noticed a couple of differences, in fact, 2 differences that I'll point out between these two particular cars. Now, number one, the front splitter that I spoke about. This 996 model has a front splitter right there, but she does not have it. If you guys can see, she does not have a front splitter at all. Now, number 2, and this, I don't know if you guys would notice, but this particular model of the F1 GTR has fog lights in the front. Check that out. But this, on the other hand, the one that we are talking about today, does not have that. So those are very huge, 2 big, I would say, cosmetic differences between these 2 particular cars right here. Now, in the background over here, you guys see I've got 3 different McLaren F1s as well. So these are obviously the regular McLaren F1s, right? This is the one that came with this. So when ours Vending, who you guys know send us cars every week, he actually sent this over as well. Now, this obviously came with McLaren producing as a road car, right? But when McLaren produced and released the F1 as a road car, they were actually racing teams that convinced McLaren to come into, to design a racing version of the F1 so that, racing teams can bring out the car to race, and hence the F1 GTR came into fruition, which I think is very nice. It's very nice to see how, people really like the vision that Gordon Murray had with the F1, right? And I think that's a very, very nice little touch to it. Now, with that, we're going to move on to the specifications of this particular car. Now, out of all the F1 GTR models ever built, this particular car is the most famous one, I would say. And this is the first car that McLaren turned from a race car back into a road car. So the F1 GTR obviously was made as a race car, right? But she converted this back into a road car for use so that you could drive this around the normal road, which is something that's very, very interesting. I gotta say, the chassis number for this particular presentation car is number 10 of 28. This has a 6.1 liter V12 from BMW, producing 620 brake horsepower. Now, the road car, which is the regular F1, weighs about 1,100 kilograms or 1,100 kilograms. Whereas this, because it's all stripped out for racing, you only weighs 940 kilograms. And one thing that a lot of you might like is that these are super short gears, so it's very, very fun to drive. Now, the last thing I want to say that I really love about F1s is center steering. If you guys look at the bottom right here, see the camera focuses by itself, but you guys can see the center console is right in the middle because that's where the driver is. He is right in the middle of all the cars. Same goes for this, and it's something that the F1 GTR has, or the F1 has, and the Senna has as well. Right, the Senna, the Senna has as well. So I think it's a brilliant casting. I really love this. Once again, massive props to Ars Vending for sending this over. Guys, if you guys want to get this for yourselves, or you want to get the silver one for yourselves, it is available at Ars Vending's vending machine right now as you speak. So go check it out, go check them out, go drop it down follow, and if you do, tell them RdnRacing says hi. Also guys, be sure to subscribe to the channel by clicking on the subscribe button, click on the bell icon for more notifications, because every week we get sent cars and we always check out amazing MiniGT releases week after week. So do be sure to be subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on the latest drops. Now, let me know in the comments, guys, before we end, what you think about this particular F1 GTR. I think it's amazing. I think I really love this. But just like that, guys, this video is over. I'll see you in the next one, and I'm out. Peace.